Hi everyone. I like being on the stage. It doesn't matter keynote speaking, moderator, panelists. I like being on the stage. But when you have the first session, it comes with some certain advantages and also with challenges. The advantage is you can quote from the amazing, presentations and panels. And also you need to update your narrative because you don't want to repeat. So this is what I've been doing when I was sitting there. I was updating my, story. So I'm gonna start with a very short story, and I promise I'm not gonna take too much time of yours. It's gonna be short and sweet. Before One Engage, I was working in a media company as a commercial director. I was also leading an editorial team. And this editorial team was working on a very high traffic website. And during one of our weekly content meetings, they asked me if I have any creative ideas. As I said, it was a couple of years ago, and I told them maybe we can interview ChatGPT. Believe me, a couple of years ago, this was a very creative and sensational idea. And last night I asked my dear GPT if this was the first one. She said, I'm calling she because way more smarter than me, so obviously she. She said, I can't confirm, but I can tell you maybe the first one in the region and one of the first in globally. No worries, I wrote my notes with me. So within a few years, as I said, we have come a long way, and AI is, it's been evolving faster than anything we have ever seen. Right now, we have more than 12,000 tools, AI tools available for different purposes, of course, and more than 500 million people use AI tools on a daily basis. And just sales and marketing part of the AI market is bigger than $58 billion, and it's growing and growing and growing. And as mentioned in previous, panels and speeches, what makes a difference? In One Engage, in our company, we always say, human first, AI fast. This is how we approach. We use AI to work smarter, scale faster, but we know that the human, creativity and empathy and cultural relevance makes the difference. So this is our approach. And I had some cool slides. Unfortunately, I'm not able to show you, but we have several application areas. One of them is that SEO, Our in-media team handles massive content, operation for e-commerce clients and also for marketplaces. And obviously we use AI. We have this AI SEO pipeline. So we create the first versions, drafts with AI. And of course, we use some structured templates to do that. Then our editorial team steps in, and as I said, they adjust the tone, they add the human creativity, and they check the cultural relevancy. Because this AI SEO approach can bring you traffic, can bring you readers, but the human touch, the aspect, the cultural relevancy, and the other aspects will keep them there and keep them, engaged with the content itself. This is how you do it. And let me check. Third slide. Hello. Yes, this is me. Okay. What's happening? Yeah, right slide. Perfect. So when we say keeping, AI as your partners to increase efficiency, work smarter, and scale faster, keeping the human at the center, which means that you need to think about how you can utilize AI other than optimizing your campaigns, optimizing your budgets. This is one of the great examples. We use machine learning and AI. We have this partner Greenbits to optimize four-track campaigns. So what we did is that we literally analyze every single impression and their carbon footprint, and we directed the traffic to greener impressions. So there is a huge algorithm and machine learning works behind, but this is an also alternative usage areas of AI. So you can optimize your campaign, your media spending more environment friendly. This is also one of the best cases, my personal favorites. So we reduced the carbon emission almost 13%, which equals like more than 35 tons of carbon monoxide and other, harmful gases and everything. So, okay, I think this is working. Yes, perfect. So, as I said, One Engage is a group company. We have 3 verticals: in media, in techno, and in Crea. This is one of the projects that in techno came up with. We work with Beko to create first-party data, to turn our first-party data into predictive intelligence. So we created lifetime value models, which means that we create models that can analyze a certain customer what might buy after a certain purchase. Let's say Beko, obviously it's a home appliances brand. At this, let's say, customer A, if they buy, I don't know, vacuum, then you can show the filter. If they buy appliances, then you can show the, I don't know, additional maybe accessoire or something like that. So with the help of lifetime value creation and machine learning, we could show the right message, right offer to the right customers. So you use AI and ML to optimize your offerings, actually. So this is also one of the alternative usages. Again, it can save you wasting money. Yes. So what we use is that GA4 and smart bidding tools. I can definitely give you more information about that. And after the session, if you want, we can discuss. But we use 2 things. First one is GA4, which is Google Marketing Platform tool. And the second one is smart bidding approach. And I will tell you about more after the session, for sure. Okay, let's see if this is working. Perfect. I call all the projects are my favorites, but literally, I promise you, this is maybe the best one for me, actually. Because this is, as One Engage, we recently launched our regional office, like it's been a couple of months in Dubai, actually. And this was our very first project. As I said, we have 3 verticals, and one of the verticals is that in Crea, which is an AI and CGI-powered creative studio. And what you see here is that completely created by AI and CGI. Jenan is a pasta brand, so they come to us asking for a commercial with a very short timeline and relatively limited budget compared to traditional productions, let's say. So we created, as you can see here, we created this movie from scratch. But again, as previous speakers mentioned, the missing part was the visual was perfect. You can even see the lines in here, and at the eyebrows, etc. So it looks real, but we felt like something is off. What was off? We checked our movements, we checked the other interactions, and we thought that okay, we can do it better. Because as Hassan beautifully mentioned that if you have this hunch, if you are feeling it, something is off, then you should definitely, change it. So this is what we did. Our team used some CGI technologies and we copied an actual arm movement from a kid, and we implemented this R movement into the AI movie. This is how you add AI and, this is how you add human elements, human creativity, and cultural relevance, and all the other authenticity aspects into an AI and CGI creation. This is how we approach. And as I mentioned, this is, I've been in this business more than 2 decades, but I'm sorry to say that it's much more cheaper and faster compared to, traditional productions. And so, as I mentioned since the beginning of the conversation, it's the most important thing is that using AI, but I think when we are using it, we need to understand that we are using it, we are the drivers. It's the engine, but we drive it. We have been discussing this for last few hours. You put the prompt, you put the input, and it gives you the result. You feed the beast, as Melis beautifully said. I will use this after, this panel, probably. I will use it a lot. So you feed the beast, it gives you the result. I'm going to tell you another short story about myself. I use my GPT to create, weekly reports for myself because it's one of the best way to use it. Instead of checking different, news sources, different websites, you can basically create a model for yourself. You can just write the prompt like update, and it's going to update like all the weekly news for you if you're into, I don't know, stock exchange or marketing news or some other things. So you can create your template and you can get your updates with just one simple prompt. And I had a meeting with one of the biggest tech companies in the region, and I can't give you the name, but they are bringing some new technology, okay? And they told me that they don't have the calendar. They don't know when they're going to launch it. That the same night, I updated my weekly report, and my GPT told me that they have a launch date, and it gave me the launch date. And I asked my GPT, are you sure? Because I met the company today, and they told me they don't have an actual launch date. And my GPT replied back saying, I don't have the data, but I assume based on all the conversations, this will happen at this time. And I gave this exact prompt, don't show me anything unless you have the exact data, unless you have the confirmation or website link or whatever. So what I'm saying is that we need to understand that, as Sam Altman, the OpenAI CEO, said once, it's fascinating that people trust ChatGPT a lot. So we need to understand that we can trust AI 100%. We can use it as a tool to scale faster, to work, smarter. And at One Engage, we have this equation. We use AI. We multiply it by the human aspect. Of course, we add, as I said, cultural relevancy, creativity, and insight. And of course, we use brand itself, the KPIs and brand's identity and everything to create a value. So you can think like, this is our platform, and AI show what's next, but we will decide what matters. Thanks so much.